So Gary, what are your initial thoughts after the game?
I don't know, because we're only a couple of minutes in after the final whistle, so I need a bit of time to sort of look back at it. Of course, which we will do. We'll watch it back. But the game played out probably how we thought it would. Played out how we said it would in there before the game and at half time. And it was a game based off moments, really, individual moments. And tonight they dealt with those individual moments better than what we did. I think they're probably better equipped to deal with those moments than we are as a group. We have a different type of group. They, last 15 minutes, they didn't allow us to get any momentum in the game. When we did get a little bit of momentum, the gamesmanship was really, really good. Like I said, saw the game out, I'm going to say comfortably, really. We didn't trouble them enough once we got back in at 1-1, once we got to 1-1. And again, I think we, like I said, I've said it a few times and I'll say it again, I thought we showed a little bit of our immaturity, both as a group and inexperience. I felt that the group felt that they were in the ascendancy and we became a little bit loose. We started going back to front a bit too quickly. But having said that, look, it's difficult to go back to front on this pitch at the moment. Playing through, so look, there's something they were given instruction on, and like I said, I think they were a bit better equipped to deal with it, and yeah, in the key moments in the game, they were exactly that.
And Bradbury with the goal quite soon after half time. What do you make on that goal?
Yeah, look, we had to work really hard for our goals, and I think that's the frustrating thing, is I don't think they had to work as hard for their goals. Like I say, we get ourselves back in the game and we look like we could go on and win the game. We asked for something different at half time, and both Harrison and Luke have then started to change the picture ahead of them. We've asked them to dribble and pin and then, like I say, play around the outsides, which they did well, and Minnow coming off probably affected that a little bit, so that disrupted us a little bit. But as I said, Kane's got back to work really hard for, and yeah, I'm glad he's off the score sheet. That's probably the one positive out of it tonight. Like I said, so yeah, look, a bit disappointing, and yeah, look, we'll watch it back. We've got plenty of time to work on stuff, and we need to get it right. Because like I say, the turnaround's really, really quick, and we go into another 2 games, in 3 days at the weekend.
And the impact from the subs tonight, I think quite a few came on late on, and yeah, how did they do?
Yeah, I thought they turned the game back a little bit, but I thought it was really difficult for the subs to make a real impact tonight, just purely because, like I say, the game was completely stop-start. As I said, their goalkeeper goes down with cramp. They're throwing themselves around, diving, and look, I get that. I absolutely get that. They did it really, really well. And as I said, that didn't allow us to get any momentum. We had a probably 10-minute spell where we kept them not necessarily pinned in, but we sort of, put a couple of deep crosses in, managed to pick up the seconds, and ultimately they defended the box really, really well. It's what they do. They're really good at it. And like I said, they probably did that a little bit better than us today.